Today I'm going to show you how to make the perfect smoothie. So a lot of times I won't put ice in my smoothie depending on which kind that I'm making. If I'm making this green smoothie that I'm going to show you, I don't add ice in it. So let me show you what we got and then I'll show you how to make it. Alright, so we have baby kale, we have baby spinach. What I like to do is I buy these both fresh and then put them in the freezer and let them freeze. I really don't like the texture of frozen kale or frozen spinach. I haven't for years, so this is my trick. We have mango, we have bananas. So these are actual bananas that I let get ripe, and then once they got to a certain point, I put them in my stasher bag and put them in the freezer. So then they freeze up. This is our homemade oat milk. And today I'm also going to include some protein. So you don't always include protein, but this is a plant-based protein from Australia called Tropica, and it's just the lean protein vanilla flavor. So, how we're gonna do this? How do we build that perfect smoothie? Well, it's kind of not really an exact science. And I know you might want real answers, but yeah, we'll just see how this goes. Use one banana, put that in. Then we're gonna take our mango, and I just kind of eyeball it. Show you guys up close, like that much mango. Maybe like 15 mango chunks, that's kind of what it looks like. Then what I'm gonna do, since I'm using both kale and spinach, I'm only gonna do a handful of each. So I'm gonna open it, take my hand, and literally just take a handful. Might do a little bit more. Okay. Same thing with the spinach. We're just gonna open this up. I think I lost the soldier. Then with Tropica, the serving size is 2 tablespoons. So, it doesn't have to be exact, but I'm just gonna do 1, 2. Okay. So we got all of the ingredients in that we want to have mixed. Now here is where the consistency is going to be impacted. It's all going to depend on how much liquid you put into the smoothie. So I always like to add the liquid last because then it gives me full control as to what happens. Less is always best. You can always add more and make it more liquidy, but you can never take that away. So I know that I'm probably gonna wanna have a smoothie that's about 8 ounces. So I'm just gonna look here on my Vitamix and I'm gonna turn it around so I can see it. So this line right here is going to be my 10 ounces. I'm going to go a little bit less than that with this milk. Alright. We're just going to start off with that. Okay, I might have ended up closer to 10 ounces, but here is the most beautiful thing about this Vitamix that I have. There's a smoothie setting and then there's also a frozen desserts setting. Keep in mind, my Vitamix is refurbished. This is not brand new. Somebody else had it, then it was transformed and given back to me. So I'm going to put this on the frozen desserts setting. It also does work on smoothie as well because what's happening is the fruit is frozen already, so we don't really need the ice cubes. But if I put this on frozen desserts, it's going to give me more of that frozen consistency. Frozen desserts is what I use when I'm really making acai bowls for sure. But for this instance, I kind of want something that's a little more like an acai bowl texture, if you get what I mean. So we're just gonna run with it. As you can see, this consistency is really, really, really thick. So I'm gonna switch this back to smoothie rather than having it on frozen desserts, and you're gonna see what's gonna happen, okay? And that's it. pretty much how I liked it. So with the ratios that I had given you guys, this would have worked perfect just on smoothie first. You don't have to do the frozen and then switch to the smoothie. But if you want something that's going to be more cold and more like a thicker texture, then start off on frozen and then switch to smoothie. But as you can tell, like I didn't have to add any more liquid in. I just left it as it is and it blends it up nice. So it's time to enjoy. This is gonna be more than 1 cup.